Welcome everybody to the live stream. Thank y'all for stopping by again. I really appreciate it. I never take that for granted. Shout out to the NTZ crew. I know they on here. Jacob J. Michael Beat Your Life. The old heads. Cisco International, thanks for your support, brother, and welcome to the Sunshine Shoulders community. I see Roger Walker on here. Robert Morris. There's Jacob J. Michael Beat Your Life. Jeffrey Tatter. Thank y'all, man, for all the years of support, man. I really appreciate that. Any new viewers and subscribers showing up today for the first time, welcome. And anybody catching this on replay, we always have a title, a topic. Today's topic is time isn't running out, but your life is. Live accordingly. We're going to talk about that, man. I think it's very important. As we get older and in our fourth quarter, that last video I did about the lesbian lovers in the Philippines, man, why don't y'all, these are young women, man. They're good women. They're trying to do the best they can. A lot of you guys, man, y'all need to grow up, man. Y'all immature for judging those women, knowing good and well that that's nothing over in the West. I mean, if you just watch these videos and listen, you can learn a lot. But we're always quick to judge like we're perfect. You know, first of all, you would see how the age gap is handled over here, because people always ask about that age gap. Well, she was 15 when they met, 26. She was 15, lover was 26, but they cut it off because the family said, no, she's not old enough. Wait till she gets 18, and they came back together at 18. A lot of y'all missed that. But she's 11 years older. That's one thing you could have learned. Another thing you could have learned, which some of you guys was paying attention, what a tenderoni looks like. Because some people always ask me, what's a tenderoni? Well, the 18-year-old is a tenderoni. You don't see anything. You got to see her in person, okay? She's a criminology major, so she had to cut her hair. But her hair comes all the way down to her behind. She's built like a little Filipino brick house. She's fine, okay? That's what a tenderoni is for anybody who wants to know. But y'all not paying attention. Y'all too busy judging these women, man. They're good people. I'd have never bought them on my channel. They're very courageous to come forward and, you know, tell their story. The little that it did, I wasn't going to get cringy with them and ask them stupid stuff. But trust me, man, those are really good people. The typical Filipino people. Did y'all see the other video I made? I wish I was in the Philippines, where the guy wrote me a message and, you know, he says he's watching my videos. He said, man, I wish I was in the Philippines. So I made the video. I'm walking around San Carlos City. Did you see the love that Filipino people have for me? That's real love, man. And they'll have it for you too. But a lot of vloggers, they don't have that real connection with the Philippines or the people. I do. And I'm proud of that. I work for that. I earned that. And I think that's why a lot of people, a lot of these other old negative vloggers, they don't understand that. That's what they don't like about me. Because people love me, man. They treat me like I'm an absolute celebrity here, which I'm not. Y'all know I'm humble. Then you put that on top of the love that I get from y'all. That's why they hate. That's why you see them making videos and stuff about me. Hateful videos about me. And stooping low. Now they talking about, you know, my family and stuff. Like, guys, you know what? That doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is y'all keep clicking on the stuff. This stuff doesn't even deserve any views, guys. I'm trying to show y'all the real life over here of what it's really like in the Philippines. And you saw a glimpse of it. Okay. Alex Jacobs says, they were showing you love, Cal. Yeah, you've been here, man. You know it's real. Okay, you know it's real. Let's get these. I'm gonna get this guy out of here. Um, you know, they already coming on here already. You know, but yeah, that's what it's really about. I mean, it's very few vloggers. I don't care where they are around the world. They don't have the connection, guys. Don't take that for granted, because I surely don't. So when you see it, it's genuine. They got more viewers and more subscribers and all that, but they don't have the influence that my little channel has. I mean, they've adopted me here, man, and I'm so thankful for that. But that's what you're going to get over here if you're willing to return it, man. Hey, what's up, Kiki in the Philippines? Gerald Ali. Is somebody on here talking about how's my lady boy doing? Get rid of him. We ain't got time for that. It's positive energy today. What's up, W Sequence of Success? Yes, it's all about positive energy today. Anybody got time for that? I mean, they working early. But let's talk about this. The time is not running out, but your life is. And I come up with this. I had another topic, but I said, no, I need to talk about this because more and more guys, Angelo, Habib, they're coming over here. They're pulling the trigger and they're coming over here. They said, procrastination be damned. They said, I'm win or lose, I'm ready to get in the game. And it kind of reminds me of that saying about the lottery. You got to be in it to win it. Guys are pulling the trigger. I just got off the WhatsApp with a gentleman from Ohio. He's coming here February, last week of February. Then I got a guy that emailed me. He's already got his ticket. He's coming the first week of March. So the people who aren't coming over here, I'm saying when? When are you going to get out of that matrix, man? At least for 2 or 3 weeks. It doesn't have to be the Philippines. Hell, it could be anywhere. Get out of that matrix, man. yeah, they need to get a life. It's a shame, isn't it? That grown men act like that. They don't have nothing else to do. Imagine your life is so pitiful like that. All you gotta do is hang around the comment section and say, "How's my lady boy lover doing?" John Gomez said, "Good morning, Cal. Hello to everyone." He said, "Mike success." I mean, like I said, I don't put down the vloggers. I mean, it is what it is. Y'all see it. Look at the source, but I don't make videos about other people, man. But they're jealous, man. They're jealous. But y'all keep clicking on that stuff. That's what gives them life. He said, some of these people just need to shut the fuck up and mind their own business. A bunch of haters. Yeah, they hate that, man. That I get that real love like that. And they don't have it. All they do is sit around and make videos. A lot of them aren't even over here in the Philippines. See, I need to show y'all a video like that. I had no idea when I started walking around there. Now, y'all gotta realize this is Center Mall. This is like spread out. Let me go into the city proper. Okay, then you'll really see the love that San Carlos City has for me, man. But they don't have that. These big vloggers, they don't have that. They're just making videos. They're on the outside looking in, man. If you're going to be 8,000 miles away and you're going to be a vlogger and all that, man, the least you could do is try to have some type of connection. They don't have that. Yeah, they're jealous, man, but you ignore them because all they want is attention. What will make a grown man, another grown man, make a video about another grown man? Not just one, but just keep doing it over and over and over. What is that saying? Like, you got homosexual tendencies or something. All these beautiful women over here. Hell, show your woman. Let us see your woman, man. What you showing mine for? Hey, Andre Warren. And some of you guys, y'all on here now watching, and then they'll go back and report to them. I don't give a damn. I'm living a good life over here, guys. And this is what I want you to see. It's not always about what I'm saying, because I know it's in the fourth quarter for me. See, now is the time to reap the rewards of all that hard work you've been doing. Okay, all those years. He said, Edric Mooney. Yeah, he says that's people who can't find content to make. How can you be in the Philippines? All this natural beauty, all this. I'm not even going to give them any credibility, because they have no credibility. They have no authority, guys. So this is what I'm saying. There's nothing they can expose about me. I've already told you everything. But if you want to come over here and have a good time, then do it. That's right, John. That's right. He said, very disrespectful. All vloggers should stick together. I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't get it. Kiki says the age of consent is 16, but the age of the adult has to be within a 10-year age gap. Yeah, but that's if you're a Filipino citizen. You better not come over here trying to date no 16-year-old. Okay? I wouldn't suggest it, because it used to be 12. Y'all don't understand that they've got a law. Okay? It's the Republic Act 7610 that makes it a crime to be in a relationship with anyone under the age of 18 years old. They had that even when the age of consent was 12, before they changed it to 16. But I mean, just do the right thing. You saw the young lady, she was 18. That's a tenderoni right there. For anybody that doesn't know, okay, from that age, these are women who don't have a blemish on them. You see that she had perfect teeth. Everything was perfect. You see her in person, you be like, wow. When I saw him at the grocery store, that's when I said, yeah, I gotta interview these two, because I want to know, are you sure that you're a lesbian? How old were you when you decided that you liked women over men? Now she said she got her heart broke by a man, and she doesn't want to have her heart broken by a man again. So, but they're a sweet couple, man. Andrew CJ says, I take 30% of the views are your fans. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is what I don't understand. Why they keep clicking on that stuff? There's nothing to see, guys. I promise you, if it was, I would have been already told you. He said they have no content. You are their content. They're jealous of something. They're jealous of the celebrity status I've got. I've got a connection with Filipinos that even the Filipino vloggers don't have, because I'm giving back, guys. You can't be over here living your best life when people close around you are struggling. It doesn't make sense to me. It never did. And they say, oh, well, we help on Christmas, or every now and then we'll do this or that. It's not enough, man. And when people see that you have a genuine concern for them, okay, they reciprocate that. And that's what they've done here, man. That was my goal. You asked Marilyn if she's here, because she didn't believe me. When my channel first started, man, I didn't have no bag. Nobody knew who I was. We would walk into the store, say more, as a matter of fact. I said, Marilyn, I hope you can handle it, because one day everybody's going to know me in this town. And she looked at me like, yeah, right. Now it's true. I'm talking about from the top man all the way down to the lowest of the low pedicab drivers. They know Sunshine Shoulders, man. I'm proud of that. And you don't see a lot of vlogs anywhere in the world with that. So that's what they hate. They're jealous of that. So imagine if I start looking at these women the way they're looking at me, I'd be in trouble. Hey, York, PA, thanks for that super chat. He said, thanks for all you do for us, keeping it real. I'll be coming to the Philippines in a few months to check and see in person again. Thank you. Yeah, I tell you what, old Angelo Habib, he hasn't been on here, right? Because he got him a tender over here. You know, normally he's front and center. But I asked him, I said, yeah, man, how's that working out, man? He sent me the smiley face. I know. Hey, S1 Philly Vibe, say, what's up, Cal? Haters love to hate those who have the courage to make it happen. A loser in the casino watching your winnings. Yeah. Oh, man. That's a great analogy. Because, boy, when you go broke in the casino, you might as well leave. But it should be guys standing around the table watching you, wanting you to lose all your money because they done lost all theirs. Okay, Jacob John J. See you later, brother. Yeah, Frank. He says, well, newsflash, lesbians cheat also. They break hearts just like men. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Those two are in love. I know. That's why I asked, which one is the jealous one? And she said that Lizelle was the jealous one because you're not going to get many 18-year-old tenders walking around like that every day. So she's going to do all she can to hold on to her. And lesbians will kill you over their women. My brother in Lexington, Kentucky, he bought a house next door to, now this was back in the 80s, man, when, it was deep, deep in the closet. But it was a lesbian couple. The wife, the woman part of it, had 3 children, but the lesbian, the butch, was in love, jealous. So some guy kept coming by there, bothering the girlfriend. Don't you know the lesbian stabbed him to death? So did. They don't play, man. Yeah. He said, that's such a badass thing to say. Because I knew what I had planned for the Philippines over here. When I started my channel, man, my mission has never changed. Look at it. I never changed that on my Facebook page. Go read that. We set a goal to help 100 families during the deep, darkest part of the pandemic. I said, I'm going to make this spin wheel. We're going to help 100 families. We're going to give them 1,000 pesos each. The law of compensation kicked in, man. We quit counting. I don't even count anymore because I think it doesn't show any class, but it's way past 2 million. I stopped counting. He says, I hope you know someday everyone in this town will know me. Can you handle that? Yeah, but trust me, Marilyn didn't believe it. My wife didn't believe it when I started my channel and I said, I'm going to give 1,000 every Friday. She said, no, we'll go bankrupt. You can't do that over here. But when you help people, you can replace that with love a lot of times. When you love somebody, man, you love yourself. I got true compassion for people, man. When you see them out here struggling like that, good people. And they reciprocated it, man, because that's why when people hear me saying that I'm living a life I never knew existed, they think I'm being phony. I'm not. I mean, really, man, they rolled out the red carpet for me, man, and they'll do the same thing for you. Hey, what's up, Mo? He says, I'm leaving Darwin now, dropping my girlfriend in Bahal and headed to Cebu. My flight to the U.S. is late tonight. Hey, I know you had a great time, man. I'll be glad when you can start your journey over here where the arrival and departure dates get farther and farther away from each other, Mo. Yeah, Mo's the real deal. He's a diver, deep, what do you call that? Free diver, and he does the scuba diving. He loves the water. He's the one that's trying to encourage me to see that other part of the Philippines that a lot of us don't see, part of the earth underwater. We miss a lot. Like 2/3 of the earth is underwater. Remember, I told y'all that most of us don't go up in the mountains. Well, even more of us don't go under that water. But Mo's one of them. And if you get into that, see, he was at Critter Hunter. Y'all heard of Critter Hunter? He was at his resort and his dive shop. And I asked Mo, I said, because Mo's been to several here in the Philippines. I said, how does the Critter Hunter's place, stack up against the rest of them? He said, it's the best. So if you're into that, man, you may want to go to Darwin and look up the Critter Hunter. Hey, Mike Alexander said, can us subscribers get in on helping out the people in the Philippines? Yeah, when you get here, man, just respecting the people and the culture. Get to know as much about the culture as you possibly can. See, I help them, basically my support comes from people watching my channel now, okay, the views. Because, my donations have dried up. Yeah, it really don't bother me. I guess, most of the people who watch my channel, they're really blue collar people. They only have so much money. And I know their money's going to the women. Okay, but at first, yeah, we had a whole lot of help, Michael Alexander, but you're one of the guys. You still help me. You're already helping, man, when you're on here, when you join my membership. Because, man, I'd be afraid not to help somebody over here. I'd be afraid not to do it, man. Sam W. says, amazing how some folks try to take a person who's a beacon of positivity and use his name for negativity. Yeah, you have to look at the source. You have to understand, why would somebody even do that? Remember, guys, you're gonna die. Do you think I'm gonna spend my life, the short span of life that we have on this earth, fighting and arguing with people, putting them down? That's too stressful. I put right here, it says, how will you choose to spend your last days? Because we all in our last days. Every moment brings us closer to our end. Any day could be the last day. Okay, I'm going to be happy and content, man. I'm not going to be stressed. I'm not going to fight and argue with people. I respect you so much as men and women that I would never do that to you. I would never make your time here, your limited time here, any worse than it already is. Because I know you're going to die. You're going to die. So I'm going to try to make the time that we have here together better, not worse. How miserable do you have to be? But it's true, misery does love company, man. But a lot of people are starting to come here, man, a lot more, especially my subscribers. And I tip my hat to them, man, I really do. Speaking of Asia, says I interviewed Mark Thornton, and there were so many hateful comments, I had to remove all comments after Mark saw them and pleaded with me to remove them. Yeah, I mean, these are guys, speaking of Asia, and I like your channel. I like what you're doing. You're interviewing people, getting a different perspective. People are afraid to interview with me for this reason right here. They know that they're going to get pulled through the ringer, right? Or raked over the coals. When it's just, these are adult men who are doing this. It's all about jealousy. Mark Thornton is a good guy. He's over here living a life. Got a beautiful young wife. I mean, that's what they're mad about. Why you think I made that dancing video? I don't dance, guys. But the haters hate to see you happy. Okay, and I'm happy. And it was just the universe following me around, because the laws of the universe, it's not some person. There's laws in place here. When you help other people, you help yourself. On that vlog I did the other day, and everybody I passed knew my name. Sunshine Shows, hey, Sunshine Shows, The haters hate to see that. So they're going to fire up, the hate machine and make more videos. Well, it's free publicity for me, because then they're going to come here And they're gonna be just like John's mother. He said, man, my mother really is a big fan of yours now. They're gonna become fans. Hey, thank you, old Sarge, for the super chat. He says, I appreciate you, Cal. Thanks for the great content. Man, thank you so much. But yeah, it's a shame that you would have to remove all your comments. You know, I would just get rid of the other ones. Because you got that. I'd get me some moderators, because my moderators, whether you know it or not, they can go in my comments, not just here on these live streams, but they got access to my comments that they can go in and remove. That your time is running out, guys. You're not going to live to be 1,000. I hate to tell you that. When my mother died at 62 years old, any illusions I had of living forever were gone. Especially when I saw her in that casket. That's when I started to live, when my mother died. The light went off, man. Sure did. Andrew CJ said, yeah, they eventually despise the bloggers. It's somewhat understandable. Come home from a hard day's work and see the bloggers living it up. Yeah, but that should be a motivation, not hateration, but motivation to do what a lot of these guys are doing now. They're getting on these planes, they're leaving the matrix, they're going to different places. The DR, Brazil, Colombia, the Philippines, Cambodia, Thailand. Because if they knew, like I knew, they'll say procrastination be damned, you know. Because if you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? Hell, you're 70 already. What you work all those years for? For what? I'm going to tell you, when you stagnate, you die. That's a law of nature. That's universal law. Why do you think they call it, what do they call it, the Dead Sea? Where you see, go in there in the Middle East, I don't know, one sea is thriving because it's moving, okay, but another is just a body of water stagnating right there, and it's dirty, you see it. But it goes for human beings, it goes for anything. If you just sit around and stagnate, you're going to eventually rot and die. But if you get out there, you walking, you running, you jogging, exercising, living, it's going to go a long way, man, in rejuvenating you. Hey, Jabraz, thanks for that super chat. He says, great thing your dad helping that dude get a wheelchair, Calvin. My dad? Uh, what are you talking about? That was me. I helped that young woman. Now, remember, this was early on when I came to St. Carlos City. We had taken that young lady some groceries. This was before I had the electronic community pantry giveaway that we did for 2 years. Okay. But Marilyn said, yeah, take her some groceries because she's got a special needs child. Marilyn hadn't saw the woman in a long time. We took the groceries over there. It was so bad that Marilyn broke down and cried. They were practically living outside. Go back and watch that short again. There was actually a 2-minute video. I didn't put it all on there. You should see their house. They were living in squalor. It was then, when we took those groceries, that I made a decision. I don't care how I'm going to do it. We're going to rebuild this house. I was just wanting to rebuild. The girl said, I said, what's the one thing you need? She said, I need a wheelchair to push my daughter around with. Okay, but hell, when I bought the wheelchair, I'm like, how you going to push her on this floor? I mean, it was nothing, guys. So I said, we're going to rebuild the floor. But then no, y'all responded. And we rebuilt this woman's house. It's still standing today. 2 stories. It's like a new house, man. I mean, it's emotional, guys. When I go back and watch the stuff we did, and that's why people love me here. You know, they know I'm doing it really out of the goodness of my heart. I don't have to do that, man. He said helping that family get a wheelchair. Yeah. And she knew because nobody was trying to help her. Now, here's the funny thing about human nature. Now, that whole, they call it, that's a squatters area. Nobody owns that property back there. But some of those houses are better than others. They're nicer than others. But no, they stayed around because, you know, and watch this. But the minute I started helping that lady, now they're asking me, well, why are you helping her? You know, why don't you help everybody? So I had to buy everybody in that squatters area, me and Merlin and y'all. We bought everybody back there a box of groceries, like 1,200 pesos worth of groceries. Every single family back there. It's like 30 families. But they were content to watch that little girl die. The little girl was at death's doorstep when I walked in there the first time. All she was eating, she had no diaper, she had no milk. They was feeding her sugar water. I mean, if you even look at the mother, you see how thin she is. Go on that video and watch it, man, so y'all can learn something. Now this woman, believe it or not, she's gotten so good looking that she's got a new boyfriend who's helping her out. A lot of y'all guys was trying to court her. I watched the transformation, but I had to stop because she got the peculiar mental twist. You know, she said that I was using her and her daughter for views. I could not believe it. And you know, when a local says that, you got to back out of there because of that Republic Act 7610. You know, I can't be accused of something like that, of taking advantage of a child, especially a disabled child. So I had to stop. But before we did, we built our house, gave her just untold thousands of pesos of cash that she never seen before in her life. Built her a sorry store. Gave her a new life, man. Now, what she did with it, I don't know, because I don't go over there anymore. Hey, John, he said, 2 weeks I'll be in DR. Sorry, Cal. I was watching the guy's video. He was in the DR. He said, yeah, starting a new life in a new country at 60 years old seems like quite a task. Well, hell, you think that's quite a task? Try sitting at home rotting away in a nursing home over there, assisted living, or one of them senior citizen high-rise warehouses that they constructed for us over there. Now, that's hard work. I saw it with my own eyes. That's the work I was doing. I was a Medicare Advantage rep, okay? And I used to have to go around to these senior citizen high-rise places to help people with their health insurance choices. And I knew a long time ago, this is not the life I want. Nope. Playing bingo every Tuesday and every Wednesday you go to Walmart. And you know, it's a terrible way to treat our seniors and our elders after all the sacrifices they've made for us. So that's why I asked the question here. You know, I said, you got to do it now. You know, now is the time to reap the rewards of all that work. Wait, Booby, be quiet. Okay, Lola, Booby's ready. You know, you've worked at the post office for 40 years. You retired from the military. When are you going to start reaping the rewards of all that sacrifice? You raised all your children. Now they have families of their own. And then you're just sitting around lonely because a lot of us are coming into retirement single. Hey, Jay Shabazz, thank you. He says, Bijan Bain says, I started living in Thailand at 63. You know, that's young, man. My father died at 61. My mother died at 62. I'm 60 now. If the creek don't rise, I'll be 61. Give me my Social Security when I get it, and I'm out of the matrix, man. I don't want to live that way again. Now, if I absolutely have to, if something happens to one of my sons over there and they need me to go back and take care of them, I will get them situated and either bring them back with me or stay over there. That would be the only way. Because my daughters are grown, they have their own families. That would be the only way I would go back to that matrix. I can't deal with it, man. I don't want that lifestyle. Yeah, baby Denise. S1 Philly Vash, Cal, there's so much negative energy around us. We have to be careful because they're really trying to come up by any means necessary. They are. Hey, what's up, Retire 2019? That's why you have to continue to do what you're doing. Construct you a plan, man, and get the hell out of there. And get around some people who have your best interests. Because, yeah, misery loves company, man. They don't want you to leave. They want you to stay right there with them. Hey, there you go. Have a nice day. So, Cal, so many people hate success or see someone that's happy. That's why I'm leaving in March and not looking back. And damn, if not, if I'm not going to send them pictures on Sicky or Island with my middle finger. Yeah, just come over here and just take regular pictures. They hate to see you happy, man. I mean, what type of individual who I'm sure knows that we're all going to die? Okay, the clock is ticking. Time's not running out, but your life's running out. But why would you want to sit around and be miserable? And then you want to spread that misery. You're going to sit around and make videos and rumors about somebody else, guys. You got to take a look at that. Just think about that, no matter who they're doing it to, before you click on those videos, man. We can dry them out. They never reach the success that we reach because nobody likes to be around that negativity. That's the only reason they do it. I mean, y'all haven't seen nothing, man, okay? Like I said, I was in Center Mall. There's not many people around Center Mall. Watch when I do the video. I'm going to do it just to prove it to you. I'm not, to my supporters of what it's really like over here and how genuine of a welcome that Filipino people give you. I'm going to do it in the city proper. I'm not going to be able to walk 5 feet without somebody. Sunshine Shoulders. I'm just going to name the video, Hey Sunshine Shoulders. Okay, that's a good feeling. That's what I want. I don't want somebody talking about me negatively and behind my back, trying to bring me down. I want the positivity, the real love. I've got a real connection over here. That's why I haven't been home. That's why I have no desire really to go home. See, that's living. That's living, man. And John says, you do what you do because you're a great person and you live by your motto. When you help others, you help yourself. You do, man. I've been there, Anton. Okay. When I came out of the crack house, when I crawled out of there for the last, I had absolutely nothing. There was no reason for people to help me, especially strangers. But they came out of the woodwork. And all they said was, reach back and help somebody else. I've been doing it ever since. Imagine I was in a homeless shelter. I didn't even have $2 to my name. I was a grown-ass man, 35 years old. Some man reached over and gave me $2. I said, what's this for? He said, because you look like you could use $2. It's what I needed most in the whole entire world. Everybody had washed their hands of me. I burned every bridge. It was that $2 that changed my life around. And he said, I said, how can I ever pay you back? He said, you do it for somebody else. I've been doing it ever since, man. Long before I got to the Philippines. Remember, that's 25 years. I've only been coming here on and off for 15. I've given away scholarships, vans. Y'all better ask somebody about me over there in Louisville, Kentucky. The same way, guys, because I was raised like that. I was raised in a family like that. My mother did that. I watched her do that my whole life. Bring whole entire families. And my mother had 8 children. She had 9, but as we got older, some of them, went on their own. But it was a time my mother had 8 children at home and brought in a whole other family of 7 children without a better job, without more money than anything, and made it work, man. I saw it. Yeah. Retired 2019 says, I'm noticing the hate videos on Sunshine Shoulders coming up on my feed, doing that crazy stuff for views. It's sad. It is sad. We should feel sorry for them. You know, it's like, what kind of life is that, guys? I want y'all to come over here in your 4th quarter and have the time of your life. I don't want you over here fighting and arguing with anybody like that. I'm sure on here yapping. I'm telling you the truth. Okay. If y'all watched the video yesterday with the couple, with Lizelle and Mary Jane, if you were watching, you would have saw 2 things. The age gap situation over here. People they're not going to bother you about it unless the woman is not 18. Okay. You would have learned that. You would have learned that, excuse me. The family said, no, we're not going to have it. You got to give, she's not 18. So they split up until she turned 18. But then you're going to see the tenderonis that's over here, that's waiting for you, if that's what you want. Even from 18 to 40, good Lordy. I mean, hell, that's all you need. Mike Alexander said, Brother Cal, remind them about the adult diapers that they will be wearing at the end of the 4th quarter of their life. Yeah, if you stagnate and die, because what happens to us is this. Here's 3 facts about life, and I'm sure y'all know. We grow old if we're lucky, if we're fortunate. We get sick, and we die. It's usually in that order. So while you're healthy, why not live it up? Who gives a damn what somebody says about you? There's no shame in my game for being over here in the Philippines. People talk, and the people who say it's not what it is, it's because they can't get it done. There's so much about the Philippines you haven't seen. There's no way you can criticize this place. Y'all saw me walk around here in San Carlos City. I could have been anywhere. Certainly in Louisville, Kentucky, over there. He said, now see, he knows, man. He plucked him one out of the atmosphere over here. Alex Jacobs, he said the legal tenderonis there everywhere. Yeah, he plucked him one out that works out every damn day. Young as she was. It's crazy. But that's what I want you guys to do is to watch what I'm doing. You ain't got to listen to nothing I'm saying. I want to be that example. But win or lose, you got to be in the game. I don't want nothing that America has to offer as far as relationships and that hamster wheel and all those, the cost of living. How many more years do I have to put in there to earn my patriot badge? I'm a patriot no matter where I live, guys. To hell with all that other stuff they tell y'all if you leave. Hell, I was there for 55 years. Still paying taxes, still voting, serve my country. I've got my patriot badge for life. They can never take that away from me. But they'll try to hit you with that one. Oh, you're not a patriot. You moved out. You don't love America. Bullshit. There you go. Have a nice day. So, Cal, I was one leg in the grave because of stress 9 years ago. Once I left the U.S. for work overseas, I concentrated on me and returned comfortably in March. And I like myself again. What a concept. Yeah. When there's nothing to lose from trying and everything to gain is successful, by all means try. I got that from Augmendino. And I keep that. Also, I keep this, guys. If you haven't done this, do this today. I made I made an index card. Now, believe it or not, y'all think I'm playing. When I was an insurance agent, and I'd get lazy. I'd make one or two sales, and I'd be ready to go home. I made an index card that had. I made it. I don't know what happened to it. Merlin might have threw the damn thing away. It said, "Do it now" on it, and I got that concept from Og Mandino. He's just write it in. It was a 3x5 index card, and he said, whenever you're ready to give up, you don't want to exercise or whatever it is, he says, do it now. Don't hesitate. So a lot of times we get afraid to approach a woman or anything. You look at that card and say, do it now, and it works wonders. I don't know what happened to the damn thing. Man, that was my prop for the day. What did Merlin do with that? I'll be damned. Well, anyway, let me show you what you need. Because I got a bunch of these now. Get you a 3x5 and just write it on there. And see if it don't help you. Whenever you starting to procrastinate and put it off, because we're big procrastinators. Just say, do it now on here. I rode around with this in my glove compartment. It works wonders, man. Because I certainly love myself, man. I love myself enough, and I'm able to love you, because how can you expect somebody to love you that doesn't love themselves? It's not a genuine love. The traveler says age is just a number, not a fact. As long as you feel young and feel the drive to explore and enjoy life, then it doesn't matter which age you are. Look at Richard Branson. He's a very good example. Yes, a lot of people who can say that. But honestly, I'm not 60. I don't know how old I am, because guess what? And you want to look this up, you can. You think I'm joking. There's not 24 hours in a day, guys. It's really 23 hours, 46 minutes, and 56 seconds in a day. 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 46 seconds. I think that's what it is. So all that time, I'm really younger than I am. Or would that make me older than what I am? Hey, Mr. Olson, 1951 said, hello, Cal. You're so blessed to live in the Philippines. I live in Tennessee. Have a blessed day, man. Well, I tell you, I love the Smoky Mountains. We used to go to Pigeon Forge every year. It'd be like 5 or 6 couples, man. We'd rent one of those log cabins up in the mountains. See that? Remember I was talking about the who, what, when, where, why, and how, and of your retirement. It changes, because that was going to be the what for me. Me and my American wife, that was our goal. We were going to build or buy one of those cabins up there and live. But it changed. What's up, the last good man in Jersey? He got a channel. He said, Calvin, there are too many men who'd rather fail in America than take a chance on happiness in the Philippines or anywhere else. I agree. We don't like change. Change is hard, man. It's difficult. And we get comfortable. The last good man in Jersey. That's what gets us. We get in this comfort zone and we're afraid. We're like, well, hell, it's working. There's no sense in me, getting a divorce. We don't love each other. We sleep in different bedrooms. Haven't had sex together in years. But I'm afraid to get a divorce and all of that. I'm afraid what people are going to say about me. I'm afraid to start over. Hey, thank you, DP Hojo Gaming, thanks for that super chat. He said, you do so much for so many. Thanks for your time and advice this morning. Mom says hello. Oh, man, that's John, man. Thank you, brother. He's pulling the trigger and coming over here the last week of February. You know, I told him if he wants me to meet him, man, in Cebu, I will. Because I want to show him a few places to eat there. One place is that La Lucha Mexican place. Then you got that Abaca Bake Shop in Ayala Mall. TGI Friday. I would rather eat at Abaca because their price is about the same, man. TGI Friday is expensive. It's like it's like eating at home. They're talking about 850 pesos for a burger, man. You know, I just like the atmosphere there, but it's expensive, man. When you talking about being in the Philippines, I don't want to negate the advantage I have of being over here, which is, you know, my money goes further. But if I'm just going to eat the same things I eat at home and go to the same places, the only thing I'm really going to benefit from is the woman and the weather. And hell, I can't say whiskey because I don't drink anymore. But thank you, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, American prices, man. 850 pesos for a burger. It's probably more expensive than that. Okay, Merlin drinks something called Milo. It's remember we were talking about inflation. If you want to know what inflation is over here in the Philippines, go to the grocery store. Well, Milo is like a hot chocolate drink, very popular over here. Well, when I started buying it, it was 78 pesos. Then it went up to 88, then 98. Now it's 110 pesos. I mean, they don't give me any advance warning. I mean, literally, I bought it for 98 pesos last week. This week, what's today? Friday. Went Tuesday or Wednesday when I went to the grocery store. It's 110 pesos. Robert Dame said the process starts with the passport. Yeah, it don't start. The process starts up here when you make up your mind, Robert. But yeah, I agree with you. That's part of the process of the beginning. But now it starts up in your mind because everything starts up here. You're never gonna even make a decision to go out and get the passport till you make up your mind that you would go. You know, I'm going to spend $135 on a passport instead of a pair of Jordans, which is going to take you further. Them damn pair of Jordans or a passport. And a lot of the stuff, guys, I promise you, the stuff that you're seeing on YouTube, man, it's not real. These women aren't mad at you for leaving. Yeah, if you leave your wife when she still loves you and has feelings for you, if you leave her and go overseas and get married, yeah. But Big Shirley and all them, they're not camping out at the airport waiting for you to come in there and they're going to get on your case. Yeah, you don't like black women anymore, white women, or American women, and you're going to the Philippines. Nobody's even going to know you're gone except for that circle of people that you influence. Your co-workers, your associates, your friends, and your family. And they're going to hate on you more than anybody. Yeah, 850. And that's just that's all you're going to get, Frank. It's five. It's just a flat cheeseburger. They call it a 5 cheese cheeseburger. It's got 5 different cheeses. You get just a little, you can count the fries, how many you receive, and you get a lemonade, like a 12-ounce lemonade or iced tea. 850. Don't try to buy anything fancy in there. Because like a platter of chicken wings, they'll give you like 3 wings, 4 different type of wings, 3 each. It's over 1,000 pesos. In the Philippines, I'll pass. Hey, what time is it, Travels? Thanks for that super sticker. Yeah, only one of them is real. The Michael Beach Life used to live right up the street from that place. We all ate over there one night, man. I'm talking about, guys, you're talking about the Sunshine Shoulders community. It had to have been 30 of us. I mean, really. He said the large drinks are small, yeah, in restaurants. It's that they're shocked when they come to America and the super large is the small. When I left America, the small drink in McDonald's was 44 ounces. I don't know what it is now. Yeah, Darlin May said Lachon Manook, that's a whole roasted chicken for 290. You can feed your family. We do it all the time. If Marilyn don't feel like cooking or we want to give her mother a break, we just go get the Lachon Manook, that roasted chicken, and then the rice. That's the meal. But what I have to do, I have to put it in the air fryer, Darlin May. Cut my chicken pieces up, put them in that air fryer. Because we're going to try something different today. One of my subscribers came here, Dave, from Rochester, New York. He bought me some seasoning. They said, hey, Cal, try this on your steak, your pork, your chicken, or your fish. So we're going to try that tonight. But I'm putting it in the air fryer. Mr. Austin, 1951, said, Cal, I have a question. Can you get cornbread, pinto beans, and onion there? You know, man, I'm from the South. You can. As a matter of fact, we had, now if you go to Cebu or one of the big cities, you can get that Jiffy. I love Jiffy cornbread, but we just had white beans the other day. You know, they'll make you, Maryland will make them, it'll make you bite your tongue, man. They're so good. And we didn't have cornbread, but I eat it with wheat bread. But they've got the cornbread here. Yeah, you can make your own cornbread. He said, uh, what's up, Tanjay? Yeah, let's see, what's this? Hey, thank you. There you go. Have a nice day for the super chat. He says, I have travel, hiking, fishing, and billiards for hobbies. Just make sure you plan something every day, even if it's just a 1 hour walk. If you stay busy, your mind will stay sharp. That's true. Now, everything that you said, you can do over here. Now, people ask me all the time, can I fish? You can. I've got a subscriber and we chat. We're friends on Facebook too. We chat every single day. He sent me something with smiling emojis, right? Some pictures in his house where he had went fishing and he had like a whole sink full of, I don't know what kind of fish it was. And I asked him, I said, he lives in Cebu. He said he went over to Lapu Lapu. He said, they don't bother you. He said, I was tearing them up because they don't bait. He said, the fishermen over here, they don't bait the line like I do. So yeah, guys, you can fish over here. I said, thank you, man, for sending me this because I didn't know. I'm not a fisherman. He said, yeah, I fish he said about 3 times a week. But I didn't know. Remember when I did the video when we went to Ilo for the meet and greet and I showed you those guys on the bank? They were fishing, but they were locals. This guy's an American. He said, yeah, you can fish here. They don't bother you. So yeah, you can do all of that. He said, Golden Gate said, Jiffy cornbread and neck bones at the 19th hole. Man, that Jiffy cornbread. I could eat that. I could eat that every day. It's not good for me, but I could sure eat it. Yeah, I turned my Filipino wife onto that. She had never um, eaten the Jiffy cornbread, and she got hooked on it. Yeah, Stephen Ellie says I've seen people fishing in where, Steve? What you say? Payday One says you don't need a license unless you do commercial fishing. Yeah, that's what he said too. He said he didn't need a license. He just went down on the bank and started fishing. Now, I know that, okay, Janessa, which was John's ex, she's from a fishing village. And he said Japanese tourists would come there every year and they would pay the fishermen to take them out with them. And I'm pretty sure you could do some real fishing out there. I don't know if I'd want to fish by the bank, because they have high concentrations of poo in the water. The closer to the shore you get, the higher the concentration. And I don't know if you want to be fishing close to because that's one of the problems that they had in Boracay, and they shut it down. The pool was going straight. They didn't have it going into the septic tanks or anything. It was going straight in the damn ocean from these restaurants and hotels and stuff, and it just contaminated. And they said Coron in El Nido in Palawan is getting to the point where they're talking about they may have to shut that down. Okay, Michael Beach of Life says they have Krusty's pancake and cornbread mixer in high-end stores. Yeah, now have you made that before? I see that all the time. But I've never. Now we buy the complete pancake mix. I'm gonna have Marilyn make that today for me. Now, because that's the only kind of pancake mix I can eat. I can't eat where you have to put the eggs and the oil and all that and mix it together. It already has to be complete. Just add the water, mix it up, and fry it. That's the only cornbread mix I can use, even in America. Because whenever I'm bad, where you got to put 2 eggs and a cup of oil, it never comes out right. It never tastes right. Cedric Giles said, yeah, good to know about the fishing. Before my next visit to Lapu Lapu, I would like to meet that American expat fisherman. Yeah, he lives in Cebu. He's got a nice condominium, because I was like, what? I was just looking at the pictures. And I was like, is that an apartment? He said, no, nah, he's got a 1-bedroom. I believe it's 40 square meters. That's big. I think it's just him and his shorty. Six Stack says, do geckos come inside the house in the Philippines? Yeah, yeah. Most of the time it's just the little bitty small ones. They won't bother you. But you want them in your house. You want them to get rid of all the little bugs and insects and stuff, which they will. Because you won't see that. The only thing you're going to see over here, you're going to see those big cockroaches when it's time to rain. And every now and then, you're going to get scared out of your wits. You're going to get the shit scared out of you. You're going to see one of them big house spiders every now and then. And they will scare you. They're not going to bother you, but man, they're scary. They look like a tarantula, man. They're big. That's the only thing that most of the time, you're not going to see anything. Unless you're in a condominium, then you'll see the roaches. Like the roaches we have at home. I don't know if the geckos eat those or not. They mostly eat them little gnats and, them little flying pests. That's why they call them pests. But yeah, you want them. Now, the ones you're going to really be scared of is those big geckos. They're about 4 to 6 inches long, maybe an inch and a half wide, with them old red eyes and funny looking eyes. We had one in Siquijor in our apartment. I mean, I was gonna turn it down. Said no, I don't want it. It was all white. I'd never seen one like there was an albino. This thing was ugly, man. Because just when I was getting ready to ask him, I was leaning up against the wall like this, and the damn thing was right above my head. Because when I walked away and I looked back to ask him, are there any geckos in here? I see the damn thing. We've got one out here somewhere. I hear him at night. You hear that? Cuckoo, cuckoo. Those are the big ones. They say if they jump on you, you got to cut them off of you. But some of them are big. If you live in the province, you're certainly going to have them in your house. Hey, Dave, man, thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, brother Cal, it was nice traveling from Cebu to see you and meet your family. Pineapple shrimp was great. We had fun. Hey, thanks, Dave, I was just talking about you when you came over here. But yeah, man, he's got a nice looking woman. It makes the trip better, doesn't it, Dave? When you got a woman with you. He got a young. I think she's 29. That's young. Anybody less than 30, you a Roni in my book. 18 to 29. But it's really the 18 to 24 is the tenderoni, where the teeth is perfect. There's no stretch marks, not a blemish on the skin. Everything's perfect. That's really the tenderoni. He says, no, that's crazy flying roaches. Yeah, those are big ones, man. They're ugly looking. But they'll run from you. And I'll see one. I don't know how they even get in here. I think they come through the drains or something. Because you only see them when it's going to rain. You know it's going to rain when you see one or two of them. And that's what I learned when I lived in Zamboanga. You know, you only see them things when it's going to rain. Excuse me. But yeah, that spider is going to scare the you know what out of you. And you may see that like once every 6 months. I've seen one in here when I went in the bathroom, I guess because we got a bathroom and a lot of times they'll leave the window open to act like a vent. I guess it had got in here. Maybe it came through the drain, but yeah, you see them. And I just, if it won't, if I shoo it and it don't go back, then I just take a shoe and squish it, man. But they're big. They're scary, man. They're scary looking. Yeah, Harold Till said older condos are famous for roaches. Yeah, they are. And every Airbnb that I've ever rented with a condo, except for Solanea, I didn't see any roaches there. But the rest of them, Persimmon, Mavisa Garden, Horizon 101, I mean, they're not crawling over everywhere, but if you open up the drawer or the cabinet, you may see one or two. And the crazy thing about that is if you see one, it's 1,000. And when my mother told me that, she said, don't ever bring one home. See, that's always in the back of my head. So when I see them, I start locking my luggage and everything. Because, hell, I grew up with roaches. They don't scare me. I just don't want them over here. Because, my grandmother in Lexington, she had roaches so bad that whenever we went there and we get the cereal, because we love cereal, no matter what cereal she had, my mother would have to put it on the hot stove first. And then it would run all the roaches out of the box of cereal. Then we'd eat it. Frank Ellis says, I see the peso drop below 56 to 55.97. Still a great rate. Yeah, it was 55.94 when I started the live stream. Yeah, that's still phenomenal. It'll go back up. He said, unless it's Bisquick. Yeah, damn Bisquick. I can never make that correct either. Yeah, he says, I love traveling with my wife. You find a good one, you hold on to it. It just makes your trip better. I was talking to John today, and that's what I told him. I said, it's not a requirement, but especially on your first trip to the Philippines, you just don't want to be, he's only going to be here a couple of weeks. You just don't want to be sitting around, traveling around by yourself. So some people do, but he's a fairly young guy, early 50s. I said, I gave him some tips and pointers on how to find him a tender online. You might as well, you're not gonna be here for. It's not like you're gonna be, you're an expat. You're gonna be here a couple of weeks, man. That makes all the difference in the world. What's up, go to Mike? And he's from Memphis, man. I think he's still over here. Are you still here, Mike? Andrew CJ says a few 18, 19 I've met here have had nasty teeth, but everything else perfect, mostly stains. Yeah, it just depends, but everything else is gonna be perfect, man. You can fix that. I remember when I met my son's mother, hell, I took her to the dinner. She had 7 cavities, but I didn't care. As long as they healed up in time for her to be the throat goat again. Yeah, Dave. He said, yeah, it was nice traveling with her and having a translator. They act as the liaison. She's gonna save it and give it back. But they're gonna earn it anyway, guys. I promise you, man. It's not as expensive as some of these guys make it out to be because they're just going overboard. You know, they're giving way too much money than what they should. The woman's not even expecting it. I promise you. They don't expect that kind of money. But you're gonna spend the money anyway. You're just gonna have her with you. Yeah. You may have to buy her some underwear and bras and slippers or something like that. You may get her hair, get a rebond or something because you want her to look nice with you. She's gonna be a representative of you, a reflection of you. You can tell guys who are cheap over here, like, man, why don't you buy a woman some new flip flops, man? If you see a woman with some regular jeans on over here, and it look like she's had them on for 2 or 3 days, the guy's being cheap. I've never had a woman over here that I didn't take shopping because I want you to look the best you can possibly look. You're a reflection of me, especially if you're younger. I want you to at least look a little older, a little bit more professional. Harold Teal said they had in the door cracks, door opens, they're in the house. Oh, okay. Yeah. The small ones aren't bad. They're not even gonna bother you. And they stay up toward the ceiling anyway. If you see one on the ground, it's because they saw something down here. But 99% of the time, they're gonna stay up on the ceiling. They said they have them in Hawaii. Because when you first see them, guys, it's gonna be something different. It's gonna scare you. It's gonna be creepy looking when you see that thing, because especially if you get right up on them and they just look like a regular damn lizard. It's just a little bitty tiny lizard is what they look like to me. Doyle makes it, LOL, keep in mind with all this hot and good weather, every insect known to man is here. Yeah, but the weather, people and the women will eliminate all fears. Yeah, he's right. The one thing that you have to really be on your P's and Q's about it is the mosquitoes. But they're not everywhere. If you're at a resort near that water, near that ocean, you're gonna want, the mosquito lotion or something to keep them at bay. It's bad when you go to a resort and the beds have mosquito nets. When we went to Sapalai Island, that was the only thing that made me say, oh, damn. The minute we opened up the door, there was that damn mosquito net. And we had Booby with us. We really had to be careful. But we made sure before we went to bed, we lathered down and slept under that net. But that's what you got to worry about. Yes, he says our biscuits and breakfast sausage available there. Absolutely. It just depends on where you go. Like Abaca Bake Shop, I'm telling you about, they've got it. They've actually got chicken and waffles, and they'll either bring you the gravy with breakfast sausage on the side, or they'll pour it over the chicken and the pancakes, which is usually how I let them do it. And then they'll bring you that big maple syrup. It's delicious. I mean, really, it's a meal. If you can eat all of it, it's 600 pesos, but it's a meal. It's going to fill you up. John Gomez says tarantulas are known as cicadas in the DR. Had the kill run into me. Yeah, you're gonna see these things, man, and they're just gonna spook you. Because the first time I saw one was in Cebu. They come around plants. See, we got a lot of plants out here, and we had a plant right by the window, and the damn thing crawled out and up the wall, man. I mean, it looked this big, you know, it looked this big. It's just something I'm not used to seeing. And of course, she just went over there and shooed the thing out. She's from the province. She's used to seeing them. Hey, Jacob Johnson said, Brother Cal, great thumbnail today. I just wanted to show y'all what a tender looks like over here. They're over here, man, in a great abundance like that. From 18 to 29, I still consider them a tenderoni, but really from 18 to 24, okay? If you want to make that expensive plane ticket worth it and that 8,000-mile journey worth it, if you don't want to waste your money or the 8,000 miles, take my advice, man, 18 to 24, you cannot go wrong, okay? The first three women that I got serious with over here and it really had me shook, they were 18 to 25. Yeah, I grew up with roaches. Yeah, literally, I'm a roach. But yeah, my mother she would set that, because remember Total cereal? I don't know why my grandmother, she didn't eat cereal, but she would buy it for us. She'd buy Total. It's like the brand, like Raisin Bran without the raisins. And hell, we'd have to put that on that damn stove, and man, roaches are scatter, and we'd eat it. Beach of Life said there is a Hungarian sausage place in IT Park that's very high quality. I stay away from Filipino hot dogs. Yeah, now the only hot dogs I'll really eat, they come from S and R. I don't even know if they come from S and R. Derek Q of Q Adventures, he gets them, especially for me. They're hot sausages. They're delicious. But yeah, these Filipino hot dogs, if you're gonna buy them, you gotta buy the expensive ones, the Virginia hot dogs or the premium hot dogs. Otherwise, they're gonna taste like a sponge or something. I mean, they just disintegrate when you bite them. But they sell a lot of them, and you'll see when they're barbecuing them out there. Those are the ones they're selling because they want to make a profit. You want to stay away from those. They're too soft. They're too spongy. He said, put the hot dog in some spaghetti and it's all good. He said you can freeze it for a while and thaw it out and it will come back to life. Well, they've been around since the dinosaurs. But I don't want to talk about dinosaurs because religious people don't believe that there was dinosaurs because they wasn't in the Bible. And, I remember one of the guy who used to cut my hair in America, he was a Muslim. And oh my God, he said, Cal, he said, whenever they find those dinosaur bones, it's fake, he said. He said, because how can you they'll have a big Tyrannosaurus Rex, he said, and they'll have every single bone. I said, well, not all the time. Sometimes they will, just to make the exhibit what it is, they may have to connect a few fake bones, but hell, I believe in dinosaurs, man. This planet's a lot older than 6,000 years old. He said, what about Kellogg's corn? I love Kellogg's corn flakes, frosted flakes, Cheerios. You can get all that stuff over here in Cebu and Manila and in those S&R places, but in regular stores, they're going to have one or two brands. And if you do get cornflakes, it's not the same. I mean, the minute you pour milk on them, they wilt. I don't like that. I like my cornflakes crunchy because I eat them real quick while they're still crunchy. I don't like soggy cereal. Hey, Derek, he said, what's up, Cal? What happened to OG Fred? That was my guy. He's still around. He messages me. He messaged me the other day and asked me when was I going back to States because he's going back around the same time. But he's still around. You know, I'm going to tell y'all something. When people come online, it's just like a guy was on here earlier. He said that he interviewed Mark Thornton of Every Man Has a Story. And Mark's a regular guy, right? But he said the comments were so bad that he had to turn the comments off. And this is what happens when you come on a channel like mine. I'm almost sure Fred and a lot of those guys get those type of remarks, and they didn't sign up for that. They're retarded. They don't want to put up with these clowns. I mean, you know, and that's what it is, man. We had a great channel, man. Two traveling expats. There was a black couple, husband and wife, man. They was getting ready to open up a whole different viewpoint about the Philippines, man. And I guarantee you somebody got in their comments with their foolishness. And they were like, it's not worth it. And they quit. The minute they got monetized, they quit. So that's when I knew, you know, and that's what happens, man. You got these miserable ass people who have nothing else to do, by the way, but to try to make your life miserable. You're gonna die, man. Damn, I got enough respect for people because I know they're gonna die. I'm not gonna make your little time on earth any worse than it already is. But I guess they think they're gonna live to be 1,000. But that's what happened to Fred. And that's why I can't get an interview. Look at I just interviewed this young couple, young lesbian couple. I'm going to have to go through my comments and get rid of a lot of stuff. I mean, you grown ass men, especially over in the West, you always got something to say. Instead of just keep scrolling, some guy, oh, that's sick, right? Like you beating your damn dick every night is sick. You know, we always judging people. You know, good way he's over there beating his damn dick every night. But he's gonna call this relationship they've got a loving relationship, by the way. He's gonna call that sick. It's crazy, man. Darla May says, I grew up in New York City. Roaches and rats the size of cats. That's family. Yeah, now we didn't have too many rats where I live. Now in Cincinnati, when I should visit my father, now they had rats. And I mean, he was with a woman one time. He fell in love with this woman. But hell, the woman had so many rats. We slept, me and my brother and sister, we went up there, stayed with him for the weekend. We slept in the damn car. That's how, I mean, these rats, they were bold, man. They jumped up in the damn bed. And that was it for me. We slept in the car. Golden Gate said, I can still eat a box of Captain Crunch. Me too. But I don't know. That's not good for me. Man, I can eat a whole box of cereal right to this day. Fruit Loops, well, really like Fruity Pebbles, any Captain Crunch, Sugar Crisp. If I got real Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, Cheerios with the right amount of sugar, but the milk's got to be cold. It can't be lukewarm. I've got to have cold milk. I'm sorry. I eat a whole box of cereal right to this day because I'm going to tell you something. Cereal's good for you because it's full of fiber. It's full of fiber if it's nothing else. It's full of sugar too. But you're going to go to the toilet when you get done. Yeah, the roaches are going to be here, man. Now, I haven't seen any snakes in my 15 years here. They got to be here. I just haven't seen them. I did see a snake skin the very first time I walked up to the mountain province with my son's mother. I saw a snake skin, but I've never seen a live snake anywhere in my travels in the Philippines. I'm sure they're here. Hey, thanks, Dave, for that super chase. Said, Brother Cal, let's get together with Michael Beach of Life and get some Mexican food next time. That food at Abaca was great. Took my girlfriend there for breakfast and dinner. Be back in the Philippines soon. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Michael Beach of Life, he's like a foodie. Most of the good places that I've eaten in Cebu, he's told me about. But that Mexican place is really, really good, man. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. That's the same as eating at home. I don't care what anybody says. You go to that La Lucha in Cebu City in Mango Square, and then you tell me. And when you go and get Mexican food in the Philippines, it's nowhere near. It's nowhere near. Yeah, it's nowhere near the real, but that was real. But at Abaca Bake Shop, I think Mike, no, I'll tell you who told me about that was the guy whose girlfriend is from Lady. He was all with us that night, Michael Beach Alive, when it was like 30 of us. What is his name? I forgot his name. Damn. But he's the one who told me about Abaca and the chicken and waffles. But everything they got in there is good. We had uh because I'm gonna tell you, the servings will feed two people. And I'm not trying to be cheap for you guys. I'm just telling you that you don't have to spend 625 for you and 625 for the girl. They got a herb chicken sandwich, man. It's so delicious. And they cut it in half. You can just buy one and give one half. That's how much it is. You get one half to your girl and one half to you. But certainly the chicken and waffles, you can split that. I love it. John says, I wish I was a pilot. As soon as I made Captain Crunch, I changed my last name to Crunch. As soon as I made Captain, yeah. I love Captain Crunch. Derek M says, did you happen to catch that video Mike just made talking about you and Maryland? I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch it. And, you know, I wouldn't watch it if I were you. These guys know absolutely nothing about me. Nothing. Okay, trust me. There's nothing on that video. I don't even have to look at it. Somebody sent me a screenshot to tell you that there's nothing in there. He doesn't know anything about me. He has no credibility. He has no authority. I mean, you know, no, I don't watch any of that stuff. It doesn't bother me. I've got a true connection with the Filipino people that most vloggers don't have. They're jealous of that. We've got a heck of a Sunshine Shoulders community. They don't have that. And they're jealous of that. You know, they don't realize, hell, help somebody. Give back. Be positive. That might can help you. Excuse me. But all that negativity, making videos about other men, I don't buy into that, guys. Don't click on that stuff. That's weak. You know, like I said, you know, for some, if you're a man out there, if you're watching this, and you constantly making content about another man, that's homosexual tendencies. Okay, there's something going on there. It's more than jealousy. It's too much content. If you're going to be part of the Philippine genre, there's too much content out here for you to even do that. Okay, no, I don't click on that stuff. He says, have you ever had fresh cow milk? I haven't. But they've got milk over here, and it tastes like regular milk to me. You know, it's a little different, but really it tastes the same. But it sits on the shelf, and it'll last you for 2 or 3. It might even last you 2 or 3 months, believe it or not. I don't know if it's pasteurized or not, though. It's not like, in America, that milk you get in that big plastic jug only lasts, it'll have the expiration date on there. And you better consume it long before that. But over here, it comes in a little box. Nestle is the one we buy. It sits on the shelf. It's not even cold. I bring it back and put it in the freezer. But it lasts for a long time. Oh, yeah, yeah. And Kevin Hill said, I still remember you talking about big bats. No, that's real, especially on Negroes Island. Those fruit bats, it'll scare you, man. You don't want to see it. This is where all this folklore comes from over here, where Filipinos, they talk about, when women are pregnant, this big thing will come down, says half bat, half human, and it snatch the baby out of the woman or whatever, right? What they're talking about, these big ass fruit bats. They're like 4 foot, guys. I'm not lying. And you see one of them damn things, you you may have a heart attack. You certainly gonna shit your pants. Now we were going. They actually have, okay. When you're going from here to Bacala through the Don Salvador Mountains, and you get through the mountains, and you right before you get to a place called uh, right before you get to Bacala, there's a sign that warns you to watch for those fruit bats. They're big, man. Oh, okay. He said his wife was from Zamboanga on Luster Street. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. My wife is from well, they call it Tetuan. It's real, Tetuan's big, but it's really called. Let me think. I done lost my train of thought. And I actually live there. It starts with a T too, but she said it's really Tetuan. A Golden Gate said, Calvin, do you think you'll ever see Osiris again, aka James Earl Jones? Well, he was here. I didn't see him, but he made a comment one time on my live stream. He was saying he may come to the meet and greet, but he didn't come. He was an interesting character, man. I wish he would have kept making videos. He was, you could tell he was a reader. And people who are readers, they've got a deep conversation. Because me, him, and Mo, we had some good conversations. Mo is a world traveler. Yeah, yeah, they're big. Yeah, he says when you get older and look at the amount of sugar and cereal boxes, it gives me diabetes already. Yeah, but they're full of fiber too, Frank, which is good for you as you get older. You know, they want you to eat Cheerios without sugar. I'll be damned. The amount that it has in the ingredients, you can't taste it. They want you to eat cornflakes without sugar. I don't know. That's a sin where I come from. No way. He said, cow, those rats for your pet. Those are some rats, man. Yeah, Cocoa Krispies. We slept in the car, though. No, I'm sorry. He have no, no, he has no point. He doesn't have good points. Because my marriage is not even registered in the Philippines. I'm considered single over here. He got no damn good point. Well, make him about himself, dude. Don't make him about me. He make no good points. Oh yeah, the dude that was suing your ex. Yeah, he was making some good points. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the dude that made the video. Yeah, he was, because that's what I was worried about, and I've lost sleep, you know, worrying about my ex, because she just wouldn't listen to me. I knew what was going to happen. She doesn't know America, just like I don't know the Philippines better than her. I was afraid that she was going to get involved with somebody like him. And that's what she's done. But of course, She's a Filipina. She's never gonna admit. She's always gonna show that happy face. You know, she'll never say, "Oh, we got any problems" or anything like that. Okay, but that was what I was afraid of. You know, you have to understand, guys. Me and my wife would still be together if she wouldn't have went back there. She went back there. I'm sorry, I wasn't going back there. Yeah, McDuff said La Lucha for lunch, tacos and beer hard to beat. I'm telling you, man, it's really good. He said I like to mix Captain Crunch with Cheerios. Wow. Yeah, they all do this. They all do this. But these are the ones who will never step foot out of that matrix. He said, my friends still give me hell for being in the Philippines, saying I'm a sellout. I sent him a picture when I was on the beach with my woman and sister in a bikini. He says he's getting a passport. Yeah, eventually they're going to say that. Most people over there in the matrix, they've only heard of Manila and the poverty and the bar girls. They've never heard of nothing else. They know nothing about St. Carlos City. They know nothing about the Philippines. They act like you're going in outer space somewhere. You're still on planet Earth, and we're just so arrogant, ladies and gentlemen. Americans, we think we set the standard for the world. Really, we're far below everybody else. You know, at least equal. If not, we're equal or below everybody else. We're not far above. That's drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm just telling you, man. Well, he doesn't know anything about this. I heard him make that remark on that show. It's not true. And he probably was better off than being in that house with that man. See, my wife wouldn't listen to me, you know, because my son doesn't get along with him, which of course I knew that was going to be the case. Okay. But my son, he grew up in America. He didn't like it over here because, you know, he wants to be with his mother. What little boy doesn't want to be with his mother at that age? Okay. And that's why I put the pressure on her to come and get him. Either come and get him or let him move with me. And the minute I said that, she got her ass over here and got him. But you know, when you're that little, man, your mother is your God. You cannot live without your mother under no circumstances. Okay? And he had a good situation down there with his grandmother. She loved him like her own son, but he knew that was his grandmother, that wasn't his mother. And he'll have now my other son, yeah, he loves it over here. He grew up in the Philippines. He didn't grow up over there, but he's adjusted over there. But the son that they were talking about, that guy didn't know what he was talking about. He don't even know my son. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna make a video, why would you want to make a video about another man over and over and over and over for? Okay, but like I said, you have to look at the source, guys. You know, just stop clicking on that stuff. If you want the real Philippines, man, look for a channel that's showing you what the real Philippines is about. Not talking about some other vlogger. What could you possibly get out of that? What good is going to come out of that? It's not nothing. You know, those guys are jealous. They can't do what I've managed to do over here. Okay? They cannot do that. That's why I was telling that guy, Game Abroad, you don't have anything to explain to those guys. Imagine being able to create a living where you don't have to work. You can live outside of that matrix and don't have to work. A lot of people, they don't like you because of that. Just like the guy said earlier, he said how they come home from a hard day's work and they see the vlogger living his life over here. But not everybody, but some guys, that's why they hate you. They know they got to go in there in that damn factory, and here you are over here. You got a young woman, the sun's shining all the time. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, Who does this guy think he is? I ain't giving him nothing. I'm going to hit the thumbs down button on him. I'm going to make bad videos about him. I'm going to spread this and spread that about him, right? That's what they hate, guys. I promise you. They're not like y'all, where you guys have worked your whole life. You earned your retirement. You've got your benefits, everything like that. Now you're ready to clock out of there and see what else the world has to offer for you. But yeah, y'all gotta just, realize where it comes from. Uh, hey, Jungle Space, that's my buddy right here, man. Y'all want to see some real bar girls and everything like that? Go on his channel, man. He don't make long videos, and he don't even say nothing. He just shows the camera the women. He has 2 or 3 of them over here, and he can ask you. There's a lot of Johns watching my channel. He's a John. He can answer those questions that you want to. Yeah. Where's the best place to eat in Angeles City? What places to avoid? Jungle Space Cowboy's the one to do it. He said, don't even know why it popped up in my feed. I think because he used your YouTube channel name that it popped up to your subs. Yeah. But, guys, it's just not going to give you anything when you're ready to come over here, right? When you're ready to come over here, all you got to do is look at the video I made the other day. I wish I was in the Philippines. And you're going to see that you can walk freely around here. Nobody's going to bother you. If anything, they're going to say, hey, how you doing? I told you they're going to roll out the brightest red carpet for you over here. The only way you can mess that up is if you mess it up. If you come over here disrespecting people in their own country, looking down on them, thinking you're better than, which you're not. But other than that, you're going to have the time of your life over here. Anytime you see, whether it's me or anybody else, and you see somebody making a video like that, you're like, well, what kind of life are you living? Did you build a house over here? Are you helping anybody in the Philippines? Just ask them that. They're not gonna ask. They're not gonna answer. You guys need to get some real content. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you about women if I can't go out and get women. If you don't see women around me, or what I look like telling you about women. If I'm gonna make a video and then it's me in a corner somewhere in Angeles City, you can see the lights blinking, but that's all you can see off my face. What kind of video is that? It's nothing. I'm not gonna tell you about dating unless I've done it. You see women around me. I've had tenderonis, man. I certainly ain't gonna make a video about somebody else's life. What would I do that? King B Stacker, and see, he's been over here. He's the real deal. He pulled the trigger. He's got him a nice looking woman. Far better than he's gonna have over there. He's fighting to get back over here because he got it done when he was over here. The guys who don't get it done, these are the ones you're gonna see complaining and saying people like me are lying. Am I lying, King B Stacker? No. He came to my meet and greet. He saw those happy couples. Man, I was sitting at a table, okay, right behind King B Stacker and his girlfriend and their little son. And the guy he was my age. And hell, he had a 25-year-old stunner. Then the guy sitting across from me, he had a 27-year-old stunner. The whole meet and greet was full of men, and they happy lives, man. It's not just me. I'm just the only one with the YouTube channel. But I'm not going to talk about that kind of stuff if I'm not living it. Well, I look like giving you some information. I'm not living it, and I got to show you that I'm living it. Otherwise, I have no credibility, guys. That's all I'm saying. So y'all keep clicking on this stuff if you want to. Yeah, that's all it is. But see, because of the YouTube algorithm changed, you see a lot more clickbait now. I'm talking about real clickbait, where you'll see a video that says, uh, Biggie's daughter reacts to Puff Daddy being locked up for murder, right? You know that's a clickbait. You didn't used to see that, man, during the pandemic. But now the algorithm has changed. It's allowing that now. So you'll see, okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example of this. There's a video on YouTube right now. It's a CCTV video. It's supposed to be in Chicago. It says, man who commits murder receives life sentence. That's the title. So you're thinking it's CCTV's like 5 minutes long. So you're sitting there watching because you want to see the murder. It never happens, guys. It never happens. And you go in the comments and you'll see where people are fired up. But YouTube is allowing that now. It used to wouldn't allow that. This thing's got like 4.5 million when I watched it. They're allowing that now. So you have to be careful. You have to look at the vlogger. I'm not gonna make any clickbait. Yeah. It's the playbook. Yeah, it has no moral compass anymore. See, I was naive. Cisco International, you're right. YouTube has no moral compass. It's a money-making business, period. It is. And people, I don't put down the YouTube community, though, unless they're trolls. Because no matter what you're doing, it still takes some type of effort. You still got to have some type of mouthpiece that's going to keep people clicking on your videos, right? But it's just so much junk on YouTube, you cannot take it. You got to take it with a grain of salt, man. I didn't realize it to last year, about the last 6 months, how much crap is on YouTube. And it's no better than Facebook, really. But we'll sit here and we'll take people word for word. See, I was naive. I thought everybody on YouTube was real. I gave my real name, my location. I just gave the trolls everything they needed, all the ammunition, because I didn't know any better, guys. I was very naive. But once I figured it out, I was like, well, let me get in front of this. Because I never came over here to hide anything or to defraud anybody. That was never my intention ever. Hey, what's up, Smiley? Thanks for that super chat. He said, Misery loves company, Cal. Enjoying life now after long years of work in the Matrix, like I'm doing now. Absolutely. That's the whole plan. If y'all didn't read this, let me read this again. If misery loves company, Cal, I just said that. But he says, I'm enjoying life now after long years of working in the Matrix. Isn't that what I just said? I said, okay, now is the time to reap the rewards of all your hard work. See, you just think about all the, those years, man, especially me. I'm out there in the cold, the wind's kicking my behind. I may have to drive 100 miles to an appointment. I get there and the people aren't there. I remember all that stuff when I'm over here now, when I'm kicked back and like, oh man, I'm glad those days are over. It makes me appreciate the life I have over here. Yeah, thanks, brother, for that super chat. He's living a life over here, you know. But that's the whole point of uh, the vlog today, because every minute of every hour is bringing us closer to our end. It doesn't matter what you believe, doesn't matter what religion you follow. You're gonna die. You're not gonna live to be 1,000 years old. A lot of guys are coming to that realization. They're saying, "Hey, man, I better do it now. I done punched this clock for 4 years. Just let me just get on the plane and just to see for myself." And some people never go back. My buddy Cornelius Mack says, I'm never going back. He got him an SRV. He said he made that mistake before. He said, I came over here the first time in 2018, went back, came in 2019, went back. He said a month before they locked the Philippines out. Tito Cha says, Cal, I predict that these negative bloggers continue. Eventually, they're going to be putting themselves in harm's way. That will be the blockbusting video coming soon. Just a thought. It's true. It's true. See, I got too much to lose. If I didn't have anything to lose, see, that's what's going to happen. They're going to mess with the wrong person. They're going to mess with somebody who has nothing to lose. And he's going to come after them. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Okay? Because they know who to deal with. I got too much to lose. I'm not going to lose all that I've worked for because some miserable ass, homosexual is over there, not even in the Philippines, making vlogs about me. Okay, let him keep making them. It's just more publicity for me. That's all free publicity. But anybody that does that has homosexual tendencies. And that's why I don't respect some of these other vloggers. They'll put him on their panels and stuff, knowing how he trolls me. Black vloggers, by the way, big vloggers, they'll put him on their panel. They'll give him a platform to do it. That's why I can't respect anybody like that. Yeah. It's not just him, any of them. But they know that I've got too much to lose. I ignore them. I promise you guys, because I've already fixed it in my filters and stuff. I never see that stuff. If it wasn't for my viewers and subscribers sending it to me, what I don't know can't hurt me, man. That stuff not going anywhere. These vloggers that enter into stuff like that, they have no credibility, they have no authority, they have no following. Did y'all see how the people love me here in San Carlos City? That's on top of my viewers and subscribers. The love I get from y'all. I got a true connection to this place. They don't have that. And they're jealous of that, man. Like, man. So I wouldn't even know it even was out there unless people sent it to me. Because I ignore it. That's all they want. That's all they want. Yeah, but see, watch this guy. Who is he? All you gotta do is watch me. Go and watch my video, Black Panther, that I made the other day. He says, I've heard most of them say you're not talking about and showing the real Philippines. Well, what is the real Philippines? The 7,000 islands here, brother. 2,000 that I inhabited. Any vlogger on here will only tell you that they haven't even scratched the surface, dude. Okay? All right? That's all I'm saying. What is the real Philippines? I'm telling you my real life experience. That's what my vlogs are about. Huh? So I don't know what y'all guys are talking about. I'm telling you what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. Come over here and prove me wrong. You guys are crazy. Y'all won't even come over here. Y'all gonna sit back and listen to some homosexual that he wants to talk about my life. You don't know anything about his life. So y'all can keep all that stuff over there, man. I'm living my life the best I've ever known. They hate that. Hey, King B. Stacker says, I talked with Rike about my little debate with Mike, and he said some great advice. You can't debate someone who's always moving the goalposts. Well, I don't even give them any credibility. They have none. If and that's why I told you, don't waste your time, man. He's always going to stay over there. He knows where I live and all the other people he trolls. I mean, what in the world would make you all of a sudden, well, you got to ask him that. Just start making videos after video. Go on his channel and see how many videos he made of me. Like, what kind of sick individual would do that? Guys, it's crazy. Yeah, what the fuck is the real Philippines is what I'm saying. The real Philippines is the one I'm living. It's going to be the one you're living and the next man and the next man. That's the real Philippines. That's all. You're not going to see all the Philippines, guys. Trust me. You're going to come to Manila, which that's the only part of Luzon you're probably going to see. Manila, Angeles City, Subic Bay, and Clark, Cavite, right? As vast as Luzon is, you're just going to scratch the surface. You come down to Central Visayas, what you're going to see? Cebu City, Dumaguete, Bohol, uh, Siquijor, Lady, Samar. Okay, you come down in Mindanao, what you're going to see? Davao, Cagayan de Oro, General Santos, what else? Zamboanga. You may go to Zamboanga. As vast as these places are, that's all you're going to see. Remember, there's 2,000 islands that people live on, guys. You're not going to scratch the surface. Okay? What you need to do is come over here, find your sweet spot, man, and be done with it. I found mine. Uh, when I go back to visit my kids and take care of my business, when I'm over there, I'm going to be doing vlogs on America and the reverse culture shock and different things like that. And a lot of the differences that I see from this place. I'm not going to be doing vlogs on the Philippines and I'm not here. Hey, Paul Stanley, thanks for the super chat. He says, have you seen or heard of 100 Island National Park? How far is it from you? How would you travel there? I haven't heard of that. I've heard of 10,000 Roses, but I've never heard of this 100 Island National Park. But I'm thinking, is this in Luzon? Somebody help me. Help him. Because I've heard of this. I'm thinking it's around Mindoro. But I live in the Western Visayas region, which I'm closer to Bacolod, Iloilo, and, not far from Boracay. Okay, and then Cebu is Central Visayas. Ron Lawson said, Calvin, seems like they're trying to capitalize off your channel. It's not going to work. Well, yeah, that's all they're doing. They do that to all the big, they call it clout chasing. I mean, they can't pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, so they're going to jump on your back. But I don't care. Let them do it. You know. Yeah, that was Andy Omar. But guys, y'all just have to know better than the. It's not. It's the vlogger, guys. That's what you got to worry about. If you haven't been following somebody and you see you've been following me for 3 years, and then you see, oh, Sunshine Shows this, Sunshine Shows that, you know good and well not to click on that. It's a lie because I'm going to tell you what I'm doing over here. Hey, Atlanta boy travel for trans. Oh, come on, man. Is he real? He said he'd run for me too. I'm not a little guy. I would never jeopardize my ability to be in the Philippines, though. See, they know this. He says I'll catch him coming out his mom's basement. But see that they. I mean, let's get off of that. Hey, Bakersfield, California. I was out that way before. I'm trying to think. I was on my way to Martinez, California, and I know I wasn't that far from Bakersfield because I saw the sign. We were working on the um, one of those oil refineries out there. Yeah, he says, I have no content. I don't need YouTube for a living. Thank the Lord. Well, yeah, I need it right now, but I don't, there's no shame in my game for that. I'm glad that I could create a outlet like that that allows me to get off that hamster wheel and live a life I never knew existed, build me a house and all that. No, I'm not ashamed of that. And anybody that's doing it shouldn't be ashamed. Okay. But yeah, I certainly need it. If I didn't have my YouTube channel, I'd be over there right now, back on that hamster wheel, but not for long, because if the creek don't rise, I'll be 61 this this year. So I got a little bit uh about another year to go, and then I can sign up, because I think you can sign up 4 months before you actually receive your Social Security. He said YouTube is a great source of income. Yeah, I mean, guys say that. He says that because he really doesn't. He's naive. He doesn't understand the money that some people earn on YouTube. Millions of dollars. I mean, you got to understand something, guys. If I'm able to come on YouTube, okay, I showed y'all what I earn. Since the algorithm changed, I earn on average, about $2,500 a month, which I'm thankful for that. Okay, but imagine what somebody who consistently getting bigger views than me, Philippine P, Old Dog New Tricks, these guys are getting the bag over here, okay? Tim K and guys like that. It's nothing to laugh at. It's something to be proud of, really. But I'm just talking about the Philippine bloggers. You start talking about real bloggers. Look how much money Shannon Sharp made off of that one video with Cat Williams. What did they say? 350,000? There's a guy by the name of Mr. Beast. Look him up. Here's how big he is. He went on X, which formerly Twitter, to test out their new, ad sharing revenue. He only did it one time. He says, I'm not putting my, he said, I haven't decided whether I want to put my content on X or not. He made 260,000 of his first content that he put on there, man. Y'all guys don't know what y'all talking about, man. It's big, big, big money on YouTube. You can't shame me with that. I'm sorry. I'm thankful I can earn a living on here, man, and don't have to punch that clock. But Mr. Beast, he earned 56 million last year just on YouTube. Okay? All right, guys? Stop with that stuff. YouTube is no joke, man. Okay, he said I moved from North Dakota to Bakersville for the hot weather. Yeah. Yeah, any income online is valuable. People don't understand. I'm certainly not ashamed of it. People, they don't have a real grasp of reality. These are people who don't know what they're talking about, or who's jealous or something, like to make a statement like, oh, I don't make any money on YouTube, thank the Lord. Well, you should thank the Lord and ask the Lord to let you earn some money on YouTube, dude. If you see the money these people are earning on here, okay, remember, before Charleston White got really, really big and they canceled his YouTube channel, he was earning $16,000 a month just on his little bullshit YouTube channel he had and all the shorts that he was putting out there. This is before he really blew up and started traveling around. And, now people pay him to get on their blogs and podcasts and stuff like that. He was earning $16,000 every month on YouTube, man, for just the crazy shit he does. Y'all better get educated about YouTube, man. Okay, before y'all start throwing stuff out there. Okay, Mike Dawsonville, thank you for this. He says 100 Islands is in the Luzon, not too far from Baguio, northern Luzon. Okay, there's your answer right there. Shit. But thing about it is people, the Philippine bloggers like me, we catch so much hell that they got people afraid, not me, to even talk about the money and stuff. They got them ashamed like we're doing something wrong over here. We're not, you know, okay? But my channel has never been gigantic. I think the most I've ever earned with my views, and this is early on when the algorithm was helping me. With my views, with my live streams, okay, was 5,000. And I about fell over with a heart attack. Because, YouTube does send you out, I think the 10th of every month, they'll send you out a report showing you how much you're going to earn. I couldn't believe it. But, it's half now of that. But, hey, I'm thankful. I don't care. That's why I don't care about when people say things about me in the comments and make videos. Guys, I'm living a life over here that I only used to dream about. I'm over here in a tropical paradise, as far as I'm concerned. I don't have to work. All I got to do is do what comes naturally to me. Okay, the people love me over here. My viewers and subscribers love me. I've got a true connection to the Philippines. Okay, I got a woman in here that will bend over backwards for me. And I could step outside those gates and go get several more if I wanted to. Why am I? I'm not worried. I promise you I'm not, guys. I wouldn't know that stuff was on here if y'all didn't send it to me. That's the reason they hate me. Okay? All right? I'm sorry. Because they can't do it. Yeah, I'm really am enjoying myself. It's nothing phony about it. Y'all saw that. I'm going to show y'all again. I'm going to go in the city proper. Every 2 feet. Hey, I can't even turn around. That's why I don't even go in town. I'm a celebrity here in St. Carlos City. They hate that. Okay, the only other part, okay, I'm going to tell you over here in the Philippines, but okay, Paul Dog Nutrition is a celebrity. Don't ever get that twisted. But he has no connection to the Filipino people. They don't know him, okay? But he is a 100% celebrity. He can't really walk out around in Dumagetti. I mean, they're gonna, he's a celebrity. Filipino P's a celebrity, okay? But she doesn't have a connection with her own people the way I do, okay? Because they know that they're holding y'all at arm's length because they want that celebrity status. I don't want it, okay? I never asked for it. But most vloggers that you see, they're just on here making videos. They have no connection. They have no love from the people. They have no real following. Okay, that's what, remember Living Abroad, Alex, he stayed over here. He's a good guy. He said that to me when I congratulated him for hitting 100,000. You know what he said? He said, yeah, but I don't have the following you got. That's the first thing came out of his mouth. Yeah. Mr. Beast is no beast, okay? But you have to know about YouTube to know that, man, we're just over here, man. I give, the most time I give on my channel is my live streams. And it's nothing. It's like me sitting around with some of my friends talking. Next thing you know, it's 2 hours. Other than that, the videos I make, they come right out of here. Whatever you see on my videos, if they 10 minutes long, 8 minutes long, that's all I spent that day on my channel. It just comes naturally to me. That's all. But yeah, people hate you for being happy like that. They want the life I'm living. Otherwise, they wouldn't do the stuff they do. They wouldn't say the stuff they say. I'm not going to waste my time sitting around making videos about somebody else's life and talking down to somebody. I'm too busy living, man. I promise you that. We're trying to figure out where we want to go, next week. That's a good life. He said, nice. That's really cool. He said, 3,000 is decent money. How long has she been streaming on Facebook? See, yeah, that's a lot of money on Facebook. I'm not even trying to get, Facebook is a whole other monster. If you get monetized on Facebook, yeah, I would bring it with me, but they sell it here. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. John Gomez said, "Don't work, Cal. You work hard on this channel." I really don't, though. But I know what you're saying. And I'm not worried, man. I'm telling I'm in a position now that I used to dream about when I was little, man. Or when I was out there before I became an insurance agent. I worked in factories, man. I worked on oil fields. I've had, some of my worst days I'd be thinking, there's got to be something better than this. Why can't I sit back on a damn beach all day and do nothing for a change? You know, I'm not in it for money, but I need the money. Okay, because if I was in it for money, man, I'd be doing a whole lot more than what I'm doing. And when I'm saying I'm not in it for the money, I mean I'm not mad that I'm not earning 10,000. I'm not losing no sleep over that. 2,500 plus my renewal money. I'm considered rich over here in Filipino standards. Okay, that's all I want, man. I got a house that's paid for. Okay, I got two houses that's paid. This is what makes my channel so real. I'm showing you that you could do it too. I'm not just sitting back making nonsense videos. I'm an actual example. Okay, I'm not going to talk about anything I haven't done or hasn't been done to me. I don't know why I would even want to sit around and listen to somebody unless he's really showing me what can be done or what can happen. Okay, these guys are always giving you dating advice, but you never see them around women. I'm talking about real women. I'm talking about bar women and stuff. I mean, why would I give somebody why would I listen to somebody about some dating advice when you always around men, always sitting somewhere by yourself? It don't make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Jabraz said, "You're right, Cal. Money is a necessity to love the life you want. Doesn't mean you're only about money, just reality. Yeah, you need it. But I'm not chasing it. Once I realized what I had to do to maintain the 25, I was like, whew, man, you know, then my other little 1,400 I'm getting in, man, I'm living the life, guys. I promise you, I would not lie to you about that. You know, I'm living the damn life. I'm doing the damn thing. And that's what they say over there. I'm doing the damn thing, you know. And then you got, it does a lot for you when you go to the store and you got women half your age and less. Could be your daughters, trying to give you the eye, knowing, hey, I want some of that Sunshine Shoulders lifestyle. See? I mean, that feels good to me, man. And anybody can have that. As long as you come over here, give back something. Okay? Give back something. Respect people. Don't look down on them, man. We're still on planet Earth. Better than. You can learn a lot from Filipino people, man. I've learned a lot over here. VCG 213 said, "Brother Cal, they talk about you because they're unhappy." I promise you guys this before I get off here. Think about somebody that you know that who's truly happy. Okay? They don't sit around talking about people, do they? They don't do it. They don't mistreat people. They don't argue and fight with people. When somebody is truly happy, that's just not part of their characteristics, guys. Okay, they're out living. See, so I just want to let you know that I'm truly happy over here. If I wasn't, I tell you I wasn't. The Global Vagabond says one thing I've learned is that if you fail, you will have many friends. When you succeed, many people will try to take you down. Yeah, it took me a long time to realize that when people say, "Cal, The only reason they hating on you because I couldn't see it in the beginning, guys. I've learned a lot. I've only been on YouTube for a little bit over 3 years. I'm a newbie here. They said, man, the only reason they hating on you is because, no, he said, if you wasn't doing anything, they wouldn't be hating on you. But it didn't make the sting hurt any less. That stuff used to sting me when I first started out. Until somebody told me, said, Cal, just ignore them. It's the best piece of advice I've ever had on Facebook. I said, on YouTube. I said, how's that going to help? He said, because all they want is attention. He said, you're not going to keep talking to somebody who's not talking back at you. And it's exactly right. And that's what I did. I don't argue with these guys. Success is the best revenge, man. See, I don't have to make a video. All I have to do is show myself in Maryland on the beach somewhere. Okay? Or somebody taking pictures with somebody in front of the guest house where they come from all over the world, by the way, just to stay at that guest house. Some guy told me that. He said, Cal, I think it was Mo. I can't remember who. No, Steve told me that. My buddy to help me walk to Dumageddon. He said, I forget what he called that. He said that place is basically what he said. It's going to be a tourist attraction. He said people are going to come from all over just to say they stayed in their guest house. And I didn't believe him, but he's telling the truth. There was a guy the other day, not Dave, not Jay. There's another guy. He just came from Australia. He lives here in the Philippines, but he said, I wanted to come over here and meet you. I want to see that guest house. And when he walked in the guest house, we had painted over all the names, and he was like, oh, man, I wanted to sign my name on the wall, he said. See, that's what they don't like. That's how you get them back. You keep that love coming, guys. And that's what I'm going to do. But, yeah, here's the so far, if you're in the Philippines, the last week of February, it's going to be the meet and greet at Meg's Resort. Everybody's invited. Okay, I'm going to pay for the food. Y'all got to bring your own drinks and buy your own beer. But I'm going to supply all the food and the place. If you want to go swimming, I think it's 100 pesos. But it's going to be a real nice place. I'll let you know when I have everything ironed out. But it's certainly going to be the last of this month. I'm going to go back to doing that for a little while because we had some good times at Meg's Resort. My first 2 meet and greets were there. Man, they were so nice. And I'm going to do that again. So thank y'all for your super chat, super stickers, all your thumbs up, all your support for Sunshine Shoulders. Thank y'all for joining the membership. Look for the information on the meet and greet. And I just ask you guys, man, don't send that stuff to me because if I don't know it's out there, it won't bother me. Okay? Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time.